everyone, welcome to my ChicaGrill video. Today I am so excited to be making for you Puerto Rican pork pinchos. What are pinchos, you might be asking? Well, pinchos is a word in Spanish that means spikes or skewers, as this food goes skewered. It's essentially a Puerto Rican staple. You'll find them all over the island, sold by vendors who set up these makeshift stands on the side of the roads. My husband was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and this is such a taste of home from his childhood. We have so much fun making this particular meal. So what we have here is 7.5 pounds of boneless country-style ribs. What I've done is rinse the pork with water, and I've soaked the pork in water and about 1/4 cup of vinegar. And I have filled this entire container up with water, and again, 1/4 cup of vinegar. I let it soak for 30 minutes, and then I discarded the water and the vinegar. The next thing that we're gonna do is season this. And guys, today I'm going a little out of character. I don't have specific measurements. I'm taking it old school tonight. So here's what we're gonna do. And I'll put some variations as far as actual measurements in the description, so make sure you read that. The first thing I want to do is add some olive oil. I'm thinking about 2 tablespoons of olive oil here. Oh, beautiful. Coat that up. The next thing that we're going to add is adobo and sazón, about 2 tablespoons each. We really want to make sure that our pork is evenly coated. Now, if you didn't catch my video on making Chicadobo and Chicazón, definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. Hashtag make your own. So I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of adobo. And again, we want to make sure that we coat everything nicely. About 2 tablespoons of sazón. Kicking it old school, no measurements here. We're gonna do like Abuelita did. And then we're gonna add a little bit more black pepper. And you can put as much as you want to taste. I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon. I do have about 7.5 pounds of pork. Okay, so remember that. And what I did on the boneless style country ribs is I cut them into 1.5 to 1 inch cubes. So you'll see mine are about 1.5 inch cubes. So that's how you'll want to cut them up too. I'm adding some garlic salt, about 1 tablespoon also, and about 1 to 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Give it a little bit more pizzazz and flavor. And you can see how beautifully this is coating the ribs already, or the pork. Now, what I'm gonna add is Amarillo yellow coloring. This is what's gonna give this pork that beautiful color. Look at that, gorgeous orangey yellow. Lastly, I'm gonna add some dried parsley, and I'm gonna add about 1 tablespoon. Be liberal. If you like parsley, add a lot more or a little bit less. You do you. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous this is, okay? What we're gonna do now is just mix it up all together. Now you can feel free to use your hands. You can use a ladle. You can use a ladle. Ladle? Not sure why I said ladle. Are we serving soup? Any large, regular, or wooden spoon will suffice. Whatever you want here to really stir this up. Look at that beautiful color it's already getting. Beautiful. And as you're mixing this, if you're finding that you don't have enough coating or enough seasoning on this pork, add more seasoning. It's really that simple. Okay, here we go. Mix it up really nice. I'm thinking I have just the perfect amounts. As you can see, beautiful coloring. I see that parsley all over and coated on every piece of pork that I have here. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Now we're gonna let this sit in the refrigerator overnight. Tomorrow we'll get together and we're gonna skewer these bad boys and throw them on the grill. All right, guys, now that we've had our meat marinating overnight, we're skewering this meat. Look at how beautiful this looks already. And I didn't want to bore you with actually having you watch me skewer all of this meat. So I went ahead and started skewering. But it really is this simple, guys. Just make sure that you don't poke yourself in the finger like I've done it many times. So just be careful when you're skewering your meat. And what we want to do is leave a few inches, maybe 2 inches here at the bottom. So when we put this on the grill, this part of the skewer doesn't get hot because we're going to need to touch this part in order to turn it. Okay, now I'm gonna put this last piece of meat here, and we don't wanna go too high either at the top. Why? Ooh, we're gonna put some wholesome deliciousness here at the top. Either a piece of delicious, fresh French bread, or even a toston on the top. So leave a little bit of room there. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this on the grill. So what we're gonna wanna do is simply place these delicious pork skewers right on our kebab grill. Now, if you have a different kind of grill, a regular grill, that is more than fine. The concept is still the same, where we wanna definitely keep the hand of the skewer, this bottom part of the skewer, away from the fire, because at some point we're gonna be turning them around. Listen to that, guys. Can you hear that? I wish you could smell what I'm already smelling. Oh, it's incredible. We're gonna cook these up. Look at that. When you see them start to turn color, we'll just turn them. Oh, incredible. Look at how beautiful this looks. Now, the kind of grill that I'm using is kind of a kebab hibachi style grill. You can get them off of Amazon or anywhere if you're interested in getting this kind of grill. But we're gonna let these cook up and continue to turn them, making sure that they're fully cooked on the inside. Smell that, look at that. I wish there was smell-o-vision here, guys. All right, guys, now my absolute favorite part. Once you see these bad boys really start to caramelize and turn a beautiful color, you can tell they're getting very cooked. So what I'm gonna do is just slather them with barbecue sauce. Not just any barbecue sauce, right? ChicaGrill BBQ Sauce. And look at, I'm gonna slather them on. And I've already coated most of these, right, in that barbecue sauce. So I wanna keep it going. And this is it, guys. This is all you do. So once they get nice and cooked, you're gonna slather them with barbecue sauce, put that barbecue sauce on, and turn them so that the caramelization happens all around the pork. Delicious.